I'm Sharon Roberson, President and CEO of YWCA Nashville and Middle Tennessee. It's been exactly 14 months since our community began a challenging and often uncertain journey. Throughout this challenging time, we at the YW were resolved to continue our life-saving and life-changing work. It's work we've been doing for more than a century. It's work that a global pandemic could not stop. I want to take this opportunity to express how incredibly grateful I am for our staff who took on added duties and changed literally overnight how we delivered services across all of our programs. From our crisis counselors and case managers, safe at the Weaver Domestic Violence Center, to our Family Learning Center, Girls Inc., and Amend Together, and Dress for Success employees. Our team members found ways to connect and collaborate with the survivors, students, and clients we serve. I am so thankful for your dedication and determination to our mission. To the Nashville and Middle Tennessee community, you stepped up when we really needed your support. You invested in our work. You have been generous in both big and sometimes small ways. Here are just some of the remarkable ways you supported the YWCA this past year. When we needed it the most, at the onset of the pandemic, the community made sure that we secured much needed personal protective equipment for staff at the Weaver Domestic Violence Center. From thousands of pieces of PPE, including hundreds of handmade masks and countless gallons of hand sanitizer, your donations helped our staff and our clients feel safe and healthy at the Weaver Center. When it became apparent our children were not going back into the classroom, a group of our supporters equipped our shelter with 12 laptop computers so our youngest residents stayed in school and continued to learn. You showered our staff and clients at the Weaver Center with warm meals to keep their spirits high during the most difficult first few months of the pandemic. Since early March, I was blessed to lead this organization from a small counseling office at our Weaver Center. I have witnessed firsthand the children in our care blossom with their moms and start the process of healing from emotional and physical wounds inflicted by their abusers. At the onset of the pandemic, we launched the only domestic violence text line in the state of Tennessee. Our text and crisis lines saw a significant increase in activity. And because of the community's support, we had counselors on site to take the calls and work with the women and children who turned to us for shelter. Working with the innovative and flexible teams, we've seen our Family Learning Center program pivot to all virtual learning, which has been a game changer for our adult students. Not only has the enrollment in the FLC increased, but so too has attendance. Dress for Success has also switched to virtual suitings and touchless donation drop-offs. Our Girls Inc. and Amend Together clubs for our children continue to engage our youth through virtual clubs and camp programming. We've even expanded Amend to 6 other cities across the U.S. In the pandemic, our advocacy efforts to pass statewide legislation that will educate more than 70,000 licensed cosmetologists and barbers to learn about domestic violence and how to help was a success. Governor Bill Lee has signed the Sheer Haven training legislation on April 13th. And starting in 2022, this will be required. Our social justice program has reached more people as we expand our Stand Against Racism programming to a monthly Lunch and Learn series These discussions have provided a safe space for community conversations to heal the division that threatens to derail our positive community momentum. Throughout this pandemic, we have continued our work, staying true to the YWCA mission of eliminating racism, empowering women, promoting peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all. It is an understatement to say that the last year has tested all of us, but thanks to you and your support, we not only survived, but we thrived. Over the next 4 days, we're going to introduce you to some of the people whose lives have been impacted by the YWCA. Their success is your success. This year's Spring Breakfast is a tribute to you, our community. It's a celebration of and for you. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for changing lives and helping us make the Nashville community and Middle Tennessee stronger, safer, and brighter. I wish you many blessings.